Is that a stain? I like this coat.
How does it feel to be in business with Adventure? That's just his style. All or nothing is his mantra. He's always... But Adventurine's luck has always been good. He's always closed all his cases without it. As for the 2 cases... Apologies, but...
We're carrying out our captain's orders.
We made a mistake last time, and we're working hard to rectify it now. We don't have time for anything else.
So that's it. They...
It's you again.
Well?
So you know each other. That's right. We're investigating a...
Hey! The security officer and... What murder?
Yeah, that's right.
Looks like they're not going to cooperate. But they did it.
Why don't we just look for the security officer then? Such tight security. I bet they're stumped by the case as well.
Constructing dreams.
Gallagher. Gallagher.
Apologies. The blood... Hold on a minute.
How much trouble have you...
Not possible. It was you the last time yelling about some clock... I'm not letting you get by this time!
Huh?
Hold on, sir. We have documents authorized by the family that would...
Who exactly is this Gallagher you keep talking?
He didn't...
It was the
he'll do!
Sorry, no can do. The boss said that since it's a matter of the everyone, please leave.
We're really sorry for troubling you.
Another way. Can you perform it again? Please?
Sorry, no can do. Everyone, please leave. Let me Whoa, time to clock out!
Huh? At least he won't be getting in our way again.
I was wondering what all the commotion was. Huh.
Hello, Mr. Gallagher, sir.
Miss Himiko.
Mr. Gallagher, you...
Of course I do. You folks are from the legendary... I had an encounter with this lady in the golden hour.
This is also the reason why we've come to visit you, Mr. Gallagher. The Express can't just overlook the death of that child.
The Nameless, involved with the family.
Why?
It's nothing. No matter how much one resists the beautiful dream, when the time comes, they too will find it hard to let go. Who wants to leave?
Mr. Gallagher, see...
You got it wrong. You want to discuss the case? Sure. Come with me.
Even after that chilling tragedy, other than the family of the Harmony, it's hard to imagine any other power in...
The family itself is a huge, perfect building. Each member of the family sees themselves as a piece of the divine puzzle, revolving around a singular core and a shared ideal. Under their command...
Interesting analogy. Perhaps that...
The human body has its limits.
That doesn't sound like the kind of comment...
Just pointing out the facts. Mr. Yang.
Why do you say that?
The beautiful dream is crumbling. But not because of a particular eon, a particular faction, or a particular visitor. As people immerse their souls in the dreamscape, where consequences and pain cease to exist, and only E. Also, this necrosis will diffuse and spread. One piece of the puzzle's mutation.
In the end, the dreams that people built in the name... I'm sure you've gained a lot from this trip.
Of course. Don't mind me. It's just a habit. Owing to a...
Take your time.
That should do it.
The moment of daybreak. I've heard that's where the dawn...
Behind the dreamscape's song and dance stand many imagination factories. Workers create all kinds of whimsical works day and they say it will suffice. Experiencing the bizarre and there I encountered a young woman who had just come of age. The perfect time to indulge in beautiful dreams. For certain reasons, her wish was difficult.
Gilded Hour.
Yes. It is a fortress-like financial city, the economic heart of the dreamscape. Everyone there is exquisitely dressed and always in a hurry. The greatest wit. I've never met anyone who was willing to talk. I could only stand at the crossroads, watching crowds of people. I don't know if they would open the vault door, but before I left, I witnessed a well-dressed Pepeshi.
I hear the Blue Hour is...
Perhaps Mr. Yang has heard. There is a large boat called the Eventide. I ran into a wizened lady there. She was at the dock, waiting for her long-departed lover to... In the humid sea breeze, she spoke of her own youth. Like many who desired wealth and love, they came to Penacony to pursue their dream. Finally, she suggested we continue our conversation on a boat in the shallows. I agreed and boarded the boat with her. Finally, we retreated.
The dreamscape of chic, luxury, and consumer.
Then you all must have seen those who are attempting to realize their dreams. Or have realized them. Scattering money. I saw an Intellitron there, who was preparing to auction himself. When someone wins a bid under stipulated... That Intellitron had been auctioned off 12 times. And I participated in his 13th. That was the grandest banquet I had ever attended. This time around, there were no success. This is what I've seen and heard along. Someone once said to me, Penacony wasn't like this. I've traveled through the reality and dreamscape of the planet of festivities. Watched the tides of night rise and fall when time stopped for people. Where the spirits of the rich and impoverished remain forever. This is why I think the collapse of the beauty...
There might be a way to...
Perhaps. But if this is indeed the world that people desire...
Miss Acheron? There was a man from my homeland who, at a time when the world was grappling with, he wove together the dreams of everyone in the world, linking people's dreamscapes, and shouldered this burden himself. From this, and since that moment, the giant stood between heaven and earth, becoming the pillar of the world's existence. They slumbered in a dream, devoid of disaster and pain, living out their days peacefully in the man's created utopia. And it is because of the...
And yet, you stand here right now, which also means that man failed.
Because people must always move towards the future. And that man, he was never a failure. He was the sun chaser of legend, soaring towards the sky, and he ascended to heights uncharted, only to come face to face with the sun, a place not visited by anyone before. His wings, countless others would surpass him.
A fitting metaphor for the nameless is... Thank you, Mr. Yang. I know what you wish to confirm. The universe has innumerable similar, yet different. I too have embarked on journeys, encountering old friends with familiar fate, even if not completely similar. The story you just told, I ended that man's life. I am not who you think I am. Nor will my home be as fortunate as your world.
I am sorry.
It's fine. I don't...
There's something I still wish to know, Miss Acheron.
Mr. Yang, before answering that question, I wish to continue the preview. I like your analogy very much. Indeed, birds are born to fly. But in a distant past, their ancestors could only gaze at the sky. They saw that faraway ray of light from above the heavens, piercing through the clouds and blanketing the earth. And so, time and time again, generation after generation, the birds spread their wings and took to the sky. Then, what if the last bird finally soars into the sky? Then why, exactly?
Long time no see. Having fun on Peconi? Acheron?
This voice, it's not
Though I don't know exactly what you are, my bullets will find you. Until then, you best find a casket to—
Imposter? I see. Who are you?
Huh? Did I make him—
I'm the Garden of Recollections memo.
Not bad. This is the cat—
I don't know what you're talking about, but... Not quite. She's clearly not a pathstrider of the hunt.
Sure. Well... that lady's passed. Well, nobody knows. Is an emanator.
You look... I thought this was exactly what you... Just tell me if...
So, the genius of the council...
Yes. And I'm pretty sure the people at the Strategic Investment Department would love...
Great. Then tell your people...
Oh, you've got a lot of nerve.
How... My conversation with Sunday convinced me that there's a traitor in the family. I even managed to recover the gift money. Things haven't gone this smoothly since I walked through...
Sounds like a...
That's all I can say. Have you forgotten, Doc, go? Do what you must.
That's true, but what's your plan? Did you conceal an orc...
Well, who knows? Maybe that's why I'm...
You are indeed...
Maybe I am.
Fine. Here, take the...
What's this? Asking me to solve a case without giving a single clue. But the way you're all on edge about that stowaway.
Would you be willing to support my performance? Wow, how fabulous! But
Well, you see...
That's incredibly kind of you.
Sure thing.
Death? That's...
Oh, you see, I'm a tabloid reporter collecting ghost stories in Penacony.
Well, if you're up for some gossip, it's not about death, but it was like they were in some sort of coma. Nobody knows what caused it, but luckily the customer eventually...
Thank you. The unexplained coma. That's actually what happens to your body if your brain... I can feel something inside.
Oh. You... Wait. I get it now. This is some sort of... You youngsters are always looking for a quick way to get an on.
Oh, a great show will start soon, old man. But before that, I need to ask you something.
Ah, I see. Another fearless youngster looking death. Not even remotely innovative. The effects were awful. First, some monster covered in eyes stabs you in the gut.
Is that...
Yeah, what else can you expect? Don't put too much stock in the Penacony...
What a joke. What, a monster covered in eyes? That sounds like the Memory Zone meme. The disturbing voice in my head.
Take care, my friend. If... You don't look good, my friend. If you need...
That won't be necessary.
All right, then.
Well, actually, I do.
Stowaways? How could that...
All right. What was I even thinking? Does everyone have to go through so much torment before joining the family?
A sip of liquor. A blissful reprieve. To drown a... Oh? Oh. Or are you just pitying me? Well,
You really shouldn't drink so much Soul Glad, my friend.
Oh? Maybe...
The devil?
They say it love...
Yeah.
You want to talk to me? Sure. Huh. Wealthy people have fancy ways to enjoy this dream. So, are you trying to be the prince from the tale?
I'm flattered. I'm no prince, and...
Another curious soul. I see.
How did your boss talk you out of it?
Well, she simply said, covering baseless. I thought about it, and she had a point. Reporting on stuff like blowing out birthday candles and getting spooked by night.
Guess she's got a point.
Were you wanting to talk to me? Is this?
Yes, it...
Is this for real? Someone is actually...
No, it's not much.
I knew it. What's on your mind? Oh, you sound just like my father. He's an Intellitron, so his dream entry methods are different from us organics. Can't count on him to protect me if something does...
Hey, stay positive. The Devil of Soul Glad, dangers in the dream, and nightmare ghosts. Well, surely death is a popular topic in...
Remember what I said. You Sigonians are better off hiding in the sewers. Look at you, snooping around and sticking your nose everywhere. Is the smell of death?
Oh, it's you, masked fool. I should have guessed it. You're the imposter who appeared on TV after Robin's death, right?
I heard you got caught by the family. I gave you a clear clue. Befriend a mute. Simple and straightforward, you know? And what did you do? You messed it up and ended up as their prisoner. I told you to make friends with a mute, not become one yourself. You really let me down.
What do you mean?
You know better than I do. Who watched the little songbird that couldn't sing perish right before their eyes? You did, Blondie.
No, I mean... What did you mean by...
Well, it means you'll soon end up like her, unable to speak ever again. But it's a good thing if you ask me, because...
Because I'm getting closer to the truth, right?
Oh?
Why else do you think I'm handing out cheap trinkets all over the streets, fool? All part of the act. Fool's bait. The more pathetic I seem, the more likely you'll come sniffing around.
Why should I help you?
Don't you want to see Penacony descend into... chaos? Well, I can make that happen. Did you really mean Robin?
And what if I say no?
Then I'll thank you. Oh, the word no has never sounded...
Well done. I admit I underestimated you. Let me tell you something. There were 2 mutes, but one is dead now. And the other, though he's still in Penacony, I'm afraid you'll never find him again.
Now I'm completely sure that I was on the right track from the beginning and never strayed, fool. Right now, there are only 2 things missing from my grasp. The meaning behind the truth, and the means to expose it.
How impressive. That's quite a fancy way of saying I haven't learned anything so far.
Not exactly. I've gathered enough clues to prove its existence, and that's enough for me. As for the answers to my questions, I'll find them with...
Oh, really? Only 16 system hours? Well, let me lend you a hand. Here you go. This is my precious, mutually assured distraction button, and I have one just like it. If you're really so desperate for the IPC to take over Penacony, blowing up the chessboard isn't a bad idea. Start from scratch. That's where the IPC excels, right? Just press the button when you're at your wit's end. And of course, feel free to reach out to me for my hospice care, too.
Oh, a deadly button, huh? Well, I guess the family didn't take your threat seriously at all.
I have my own ways. That's all you need.
Well, I'm afraid I'll have to decline your offer. Who knows if your little gadget will actually work. By the way, I have no plans to search for the other mute friend you speak of, but I'll handle the rest myself. I'll orchestrate a grand finale for the downfall of the family. And at the climax, when that time comes, go ahead, press the button, light up the sky with the magnificent fireworks.
You're still talking big, but sure, if that happens, I'll stay true to... Just don't let me down now, okay?
So, number 35.
Can a commodity code...
Silence! I didn't... The guys in black didn't say much, so I've no... But I figured you must have had good luck, so I bought... Your first task is simple. Go and play a game with them.
You're insane.
Test...
Aren't you worried that the money you spent on me...
I've got stacks on stacks, Blondie. The slave market, but you look good. And that's why...
How much did you...
What?
My price.
Huh. You really want to know?
I'll take my chances. 30 tanba. If I come back...
Are you... Yeah, sorry, but, that won't do. You're just a chip. A life thrown away and someone else... It's all or nothing.
What brings you?
Some friends from...
Oh, I have the whole day to spare. This bar offers a wide variety of drinks, but we draw the line at Soul Glad. Why settle for ordinary when you can experience... What would you like to drink?
Look! A lady is...
Who's Serval?
Oops.
Just spare them, my esteemed. I'm getting up there in age, and I need some practice before I forget...
They're all under the counter. Since our guests have traveled from afar, shouldn't you...
That's exactly what I had in mind. Hey, the discussion might take quite some time.
In the bar?
Why, we're in a dream, my lovely lady. You can help yourself to anything if...
Oh, did you hear that?
Even in reality, mixing drinks is more than just throwing ingredients together. A bartender needs to capture the bar's atmosphere.
Only then can a perfect drink crafted with a customer's life story be created.
In other words, what you get from your drink is down to luck. So don't overthink.